Welcome to Contemporary Mathematics. My name is Carol DeFries, and I'll be your instructor this semester. The purpose of this video is to give you a short introduction to the course and to give you some tips on how you can be successful in starting off this class. The first thing you need to do is read the syllabus. It has lots and lots of information about how the course is run, how you'll be graded, and what the expectations for this course are. We'll be using Canvas through the semester to do tests and to review for tests, and you'll also see a lot of your grades kept on Canvas. We'll also be using Connect Math. That will be used for your homework, for the videos that you'll watch before each class period, and for some quizzes. You will need a calculator for this class, and if you already have a calculator, go ahead and bring it to class. You can use it for the group work that we do, and you can use it on Connect Math homework. However, when it comes to the midterm and the final, not all calculators are allowed. And you cannot use the calculator on your phone or a graphing calculator on the midterm or the final. Please read the syllabus to find out exactly what kinds of calculators are allowed on the midterm and the final. This section of the course is taught as a flipped classroom. You may not be aware of what a flipped classroom is. You may be more aware of what a traditional classroom is, where you go to class, the teacher lectures, you take notes during the lecture, and then you go home and you do your homework, and then the next day you come back and start all over again. In a flipped classroom, that initial instruction happens outside of the class. In our case, it will happen through a video. And then when you come to class, you'll get a chance to practice what you've seen on the video by working with groups to get a deeper understanding of those concepts. The biggest advantage of a flipped classroom is that you get a chance to reinforce the things you saw in the video, to ask questions about those things, and even to help others learn. So if this is what you expected to see when you came to our math class, with a teacher talking at you and everybody just listening, our class will be more like this, where you'll be working actively with a group of students, and I'll act as the facilitator, moving around through the classroom, answering questions, and making sure everybody's on track. Now that means that you will need to watch videos before you come to class, so that when you do come to class, we can talk about that topic. Before you work in groups, we'll also discuss that group work after you have a chance to work with your group, and then you'll have a group quiz over that topic. I'd like to give you some advice that some of my former students have passed on about how to be successful in a flipped classroom. The first thing they have said is that when you watch that video before class, you need to make sure you take notes, just like you would if you were in a lecture and taking notes. And they say to make sure you bring those notes with you to class. And the second thing they have said is that you should never come to class unprepared, because if you do come to class without having watched those videos beforehand, you're going to feel really lost when we dig into that work, and you're going to feel like you're letting your group down, because you won't be able to contribute to the discussion. So in terms of the points that you'll be able to earn for this course, out of the 800 points, you'll get 100 points for that in-class work that we do in groups. Now there'll also be some other work that you do in class that will earn you points for the course, but you will not be working with a group, and that's the midterm and the final exam. For those tests, you are completely on your own. You are not getting any help from your group members, but by the time we get to the midterm and the final, you should feel really confident about being able to work on your own. All of the tests will be taken on Canvas, and the 5 chapter tests will be taken outside of class at home. There will also be review materials on Canvas that are going to be really important to help you get ready for those tests, and you'll also have opportunities to earn some extra credit points with those review materials. And the rest of the points you'll be earning out of the course are from Connect Math. Now, Connect Math is where you'll be working on the videos that you'll watch before you come to class, and also the homework that you'll do based on that material. There will also be quizzes that will be due on Connect Math. And you want to make sure that you pay close attention to the due dates for all of those assignments that are on Connect Math. You don't want to lose points because you didn't do that assignment before the due date. Now, just to give you an idea of the importance of Connect Math, on top of the fact that it's going to give you essential practice that you need to learn the material, here's an example of a student of mine who perhaps should have taken Connect Math a little more seriously. This student did really well with the in-class quizzes and passed on average the chapter tests and even got a 70%, a C on the final. But look at what the Connect Math grade did to that overall student score. This student only got 20.5% on the Connect Math assignments, which overall gave the student a 67%, which was a D for the course. So in spite of the fact the student did very well in class on the quizzes, did well on the chapter tests, did well on the final exam, the Connect Math scores really brought the grades down to a grade that wasn't a passing grade. So when it comes to Connect Math, the two things to remember are, first of all, it's going to prepare you for the other graded work you do, and it will help you understand that work. But secondly, if you don't do those Connect Math assignments, it's going to pull your overall grade down, and that could have tragic results. Now, speaking of Connect Math, you will have to watch videos before you come to class, and there's some important things that you need to pay attention to about those videos. First of all, there are usually several videos in the assignment, and you have to watch all of those videos in the playlist to get credit for watching them. If you don't watch all the videos, you will get a 0 on the assignment. Make absolutely sure you watch the videos to the very end, because if you don't, it's not going to count that you watch the video. And after you've watched all the videos in the playlist for that assignment, that's when you can click the submit button. Don't forget to click that because you want to make sure you do submit the assignment. When you look at those video playlists, you'll see the list over on the right side, so you'll know exactly how many videos you need to watch all the way to the end in order to get credit for that. And remember, when you watch, take notes. Don't just watch the video as if you're watching a TV show. You have to make sure you're pretending that those videos are just like a lecture would be in class, and you have to take notes and get everything you can out of them before you come to class. One last thing about Connect Math. When you log on, you will notice there is a resources button. Now that's really important because the resources can give you an opportunity to review material, can also give you a lot of extra practice to do to maybe prepare you for a test. But if you click on the resources button and do problems from the resources or watch videos from the resources, that will not be for a grade. If you want to get credit for a video or get credit for working problems, you need to make sure you click on the assignment, not on resources. To get you off on the right foot for our first day of school, you have the opportunity to earn extra credit before you even come to class for the first time. You'll find this assignment listed on Canvas. It's called Get Ready for School. In order to get the extra credit, you will need to go to Connect Math. You will need to find videos for sections 2.1 and 2.2. Watch all of those videos to the end, submit them. Make sure you take notes on them while you watch them. And then do the homework problems, they're called online problems, for those two sections and get at least 80% on the problems. One thing to keep in mind with the homework problems, you can do those problems over and over and over again until you get 100%, and that is a really good strategy for being successful in this class. If you do those two things, watch the videos for sections 2.1 and 2.2, and complete the homework problems out of those two sections with an 80% or better, that's going to give you your first extra credit for this course, and you'll be off to a great start. So I'm really looking forward to our semester together. We've got a lot of work to do. We're going to have a lot of resources. You're going to have a lot of support for this class. So I hope you're ready to dig in and learn a little math.